that is where you reach multiple orgasms, energetic orgasms. This is where you get the rolling orgasms.
Layla.
Hi, Brian.
You know what we're talking about today on the show?
Are we talking about squirting?
We are talking about squirting because so many listeners ask about squirting.
I'm gushing in my chair as we speak.
I don't understand the obsession with squirting.
What do you mean?
Is it on the uptick? I feel like more and more people want to do it. They want to know about it. Mm-hmm. So we're doing an entire episode about it.
Yes.
And beyond just talking about squirting, we're going to show the technique of squirting. From what we know, we are not experts here, people. We are not.
Speak for yourself.
You're an expert of squirting or making other people squirt?
Both.
I just want to check. Oh, so you have made other people squirt.
Oh, yeah. I make people squirt that say, I can't. And I go, let me just try something.
Really?
10 seconds.
Okay.
Done.
All right. So then we pull the demo out. Mm-hmm. Will you leave that out then?
Yes,
we'll
I'd
show
love
you what
to.
you. All right. Show us what you know. We'll show what not to do with squirting
Oh, there's plenty to not do.
and how to do it.
I've had people try to make me squirt where I'm like, this is wrong. Please stop.
That wasn't me, right?
No.
I don't think I tried.
No, you haven't tried.
I often don't try. We'll talk more about that later, though.
Okay.
Okay. But so how this came up. So squirting, a lot of people have been asking about it. So something about squirting I do want to talk about first, all right? My wife didn't squirt when we got together.
Had never squirt.
Had never squirted. Mm-hmm. And then we went through this journey, started with fingers, and then it started happening just from like my dick. And then we couldn't stop it from happening. And it's gotten so messy that she holds back. And so we finally got here's what hit the head. We brought a friend over to play. Mm-hmm. And something I've noticed is that when we bring friends over and my wife starts squirting, all of a sudden they start squirting. And then it's like, you do it, I do it, you do it, I'm gonna do it. It turned into such a fucking mess that we were in the living room playing on the couch. I had to take all like the covers off of the couch cushions and I had to wash the entire couch.
It was that much?
It was that much. It was everywhere. And I was like, dude, this is so crazy. And I was like, man, there's got to be a better way. But like in the heat of the moment, I don't always want to go get towels. And towels, you have to fold them and put them at the right angle and stuff. So it's just this pain in the ass. Mm-hmm. And then we had these other scenarios where my wife squirted so much that we had to sleep sideways on the bed. We could not sleep up top. We had to move our pillows down to the foot of the bed and just cuddle up real close to sleep. It's like, there's got to be a better way. So I had seen these squirt blankets out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're not that great. There's no way they're that good. But we finally had a threesome with someone that had a squirt blanket and it was fucking phenomenal.
Really?
We got to have a ton of fun on the bed. There was squirt everywhere. And then she took the pad off and the bed was super dry.
Wait, how is that any different from going to Home Depot and buying a blue tarp?
Blue tarp?
Yeah.
Like having sex on a blue tarp?
I don't know. I mean, like, is it comfortable?
Like a poncho?
Well, when you're saying squirt blanket, does it feel like a blanket? Like when you're on top of it, is it comfortable?
Okay, so we ended up getting one from, there's a couple different brands that do it. We got one from Squirtopia. They make one called the Squirt Pad, right?
Oh, I've seen them on social media.
You have seen them?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're one of the original ones that do it. I always try to buy from the source rather than the Amazon knockoffs of it.
Right.
So we got one. It feels really good. It's plush, so it feels like you're sleeping on a normal blanket, but it has this leather of like waterproof protection under it so that once you take it off, you can just wash it and then the comforter's safe, the pillows are safe, whatever the case may be.
So it's almost like a... Have you seen those ruggables where you take it off the Velcro and then you can wash your rug in the washing machine?
I guess it's like that. It's like sleep. It's like a snuggie. It's like a snuggie with waterproof layer. And I'm not trying to pitch them. So like I got this. Like okay. I am really grateful for them because this isn't a promotion.
Wait, that's so cool. Wait, that's perfect because when I'm wanting to squirt, I usually get a towel, I fold it up a bunch of times, and when I squirt, it is like a Shamu show.
Right.
And then it goes through the towels onto my brand new sheets, and then I'm like, ugh.
Well, the worst case is it gets on the mattress.
Right. Yeah. And then you're kind of fucked.
And then the cleaners come and you're like, excuse the like stains on the mattress. Right. Exactly. So we should have got it a long time ago, honestly. And like ever since we got it, my wife's been way more free in bed.
Oh, that's super cool.
She doesn't have to worry about it anymore.
Right.
Like,
so when you first started making your wife squirt, did you know what you were doing? Did she come to you and she's like, yeah, I can't squirt? And you're like, bet I got you? Or were you kind of experimenting with her to figure out how to make a woman squirt?
I was not the first one that did it. And that's something I want to talk about on the show today when our guest comes on.
Okay.
Because I was not the first one to make her squirt, and it drove some insecurity in me for a while until we figured it out. So should we bring our guest on? Because I know she loves talking about not just the act of squirting, but the emotional side of it too.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna time out. We're gonna bring her on. Our guest today is Tia Campbell. You might know her as the Sexy Biz Babe. She is a love and intimacy coach who has helped thousands of people achieve a higher level of love and intimacy in their relationships. And with that said, let's hop in. Tia, welcome to the show.
Hi.
First and foremost, so glad to have you here. You've been on before.
Yes.
But this is before we were doing video.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We've
Yes.
graduated. Yeah.
Right. And so last time we talked, I think we were talking about how to,
Suck
Suck
dick.
dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is how to suck dick. But we
Yeah.
couldn't do any demos. So you're trying to explain it auditorily.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as well. So today we do want to do some demos on squirting.
Ooh.
So
You brought
people
a
can
little
see
toy.
it.
Yes, that'll be good.
Are you down for that?
Yes, I'm so down.
All right. I bought a clear pocket pussy
Oh, okay.
that we can use for this.
Do you
All right,
like
see the
those?
Do
Are
I
those
like pocket
good?
pussies? Wow, putting me on the spot.
I mean,
do-
I'm just
Do you use
curious.
pocket
I
pussies?
do. I have 3 of them. Now
Oh,
4.
3.
Now
Are they different
4.
colors? Does it give you different moods?
They are different colors, and they do feel different. They do. But
I want a little exotic pussy today. I want a white pussy today.
I want a clear one.
You know how I got into them though? I got into when I would travel. I
Okay.
didn't want to just jack off the whole time.
Yeah.
I got bored, so I would go to a sex toy store locally
Yeah.
and buy one.
Okay.
But my wife loves using it.
Oh.
My wife loves so she'll stroke me off with
Yeah.
it sometimes and
Oh,
go
I've
back
heard
and
that.
forth. But she'll also lay down in missionary.
Yeah.
And she wants me to go back and forth. And she'll be like,
Okay.
fuck my other pussy. No, fuck my other pussy. I want you to come in my other pussy.
Oh,
She does that
nice.
constantly. Yeah.
Okay, what does it
It's
feel like
hot.
in comparison, if you don't mind?
I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Is it-
Look, it's like
Okay,
if I
okay.
asked her how's the vibrator compared to my
See,
hand.
I prefer sex, with a person, because it's the energy for me, it's the experience, hands down.
I prefer sex with my wife. I get what you're saying. Hey honey, I want to keep fucking you for sure. Do not stop having sex with me. But the
Yeah.
pocket pussy feels
The pocket
different.
pussy,
Nice.
yeah, the pocket
Okay.
pussy doesn't fight
It's
back.
just
That's the
different.
thing. The vibrator, how fast
Yeah.
can you come with a vibrator?
2 seconds.
Yeah,
2
so much
seconds.
faster.
Yeah.
That's it.
For sure.
That's it. It's almost too good.
There we
It's
go.
hard to get it out of it sometimes. It's too sensitive. This is not an ad for pot. They are not paying us to talk about
I
this.
know.
The point is we have
Okay.
one. But the
Cool.
point is we want to talk about squirting today.
Yeah.
So my first question, honestly, is everybody's first question.
Yeah.
Is it pee?
Okay, it is not pee. It's trace amounts of pee. It comes from your urethra. I probably said that weird. But it's not pee. You should pee before. And you should pee after. You can't just make yourself pee on command. I don't know anybody that can make themselves pee on command. You pee, it's done. Squirting, you can squirt so much. You can make the whole bed wet.
So where is it coming? So if you pee, where's the squirt? So you said
It's coming from your skin glands next to your G-spot, which as you get horny, they get inflamed and it feels like that squishy, gushy part as you get excited. And I believe that most women can. They might not know how.
Yes, and that's how it was for me. So I've gone my whole life saying I can't squirt. I don't know how to squirt. It's just not my thing. No problem. And my husband and I saw a sex therapist a couple years ago, and she was
cool.
like, you can squirt, and I was like, bitch, you don't know my anatomy. I'm like, I cannot squirt. And so my husband went online and researched, and we practiced. And he's like, let me try this. Let me try this. And now, I give full-blown squirting performances at sex parties.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
which
same.
is the best. Which you do
yeah,
too,
it's
right?
so fun.
Haven't you done that before?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love pulling out my party trick.
Yes, same.
It's
and now we
fun.
do it all the time. It's amazing. So what are you first of all, what inspired you to have you always been able to squirt or
No.
Okay, so what
So there was a time, when I was first starting to have sex for the first, let's say 2-3 years, where I didn't think I could have an orgasm. I didn't think I could squirt. I didn't even know what squirting was probably back then.
Right.
But I definitely felt like I couldn't have an orgasm. I just wasn't able. And there's a lot of things behind that. But with squirting, the number one tip is if you're the person giving, it's to fully allow them to let go, to create a safe place, to allow space and that there's no pressure to orgasm and to take as long as they want and to relax, because that's the biggest tip is you need to fully relax and let go. To let the flood works go is you've got to fully let go. And if there's judgment, shame, fear, worried that you're going to pee, you're not feeling safe with your partner, you're feeling rushed, there's so many things that could be holding you back from orgasming or squirting.
I'm glad you said that, because with my wife, that was the biggest tip she got too, was that with an orgasm, she's often tensing up. Because an orgasm, like when you come, you're tensing, the muscles are like kind of spasming or shaking, but squirting's the opposite. You have to let go and
actually,
release.
with orgasming as well, ladies, and actually gentlemen, breathing through that like if you could like take all that energy and it's coming like usually like up here. Do you usually feel it up here? Or it's different places. Often for me, it's like
it's like
it's like wait, what if you just took a few deep breaths, like push that energy all the way down? That is where you reach multiple orgasms, energetic orgasms. This is where you get the rolling orgasms. That's also where you can have the squirting. So that's where you make a change.
So is it a slow, deep breath you're like, coaching us to do, or what?
Yeah. So you're getting like tight and you're like, and you go, and then in, hold, do that a few times. You will feel your body might like let go, and you might think, oh, this is a good point. I'm so glad I'm saying this. You might think that you will be losing the orgasm because you will start to feel a little bit differently, but it's going to push it through your whole body, push the energy through, and that's where you get those like multiple orgasms because it will keep rising.
I will try anything once. Look, you could be right.
Yeah.
What trips me out is usually I'm on top during this. So it's hard for me to imagine going like rapid breathing, sweating, like really into it to now I got to switch. I got to remember what you said, first of all. So now I'm going to be thinking about Tia the next time I orgasm, right?
Yay. Love it.
But I get to pause myself. So that's the training part, is to mentally pause and remind myself to breathe. Yeah.
It's not the easiest. I would say practicing solo would help you with a partner. I had to practice this over and over, masturbating, and it became a little easier to do it than with a partner.
Wait, can you make yourself squirt?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, you can't make yourself squirt?
No. That was like the second time I squirted.
Interesting.
Oh my God. Okay.
Please tell me how to do this.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing.
Well, because I squirt from fingering. So like, and they have to get in there, and like, how would I?
So you can't get to the same angle that the guy gets to? Well, no. Or the other, I didn't say guy, the other person gets to?
No, I don't think so. Because like
dexterity in your wrist. I don't know. Okay.
Can you show that sideways so people can see what you're doing? Okay.
Like, how do I?
You can. There's also not only one way to squirt. There's multiple ways to squirt. As we've talked about, there's multiple ways, and it's all about that.
We have to remind them what we're saying, because there was a lot of new listeners on the show, and we're on video now.
Oh yeah.
We have talked about this before. You remember this, right? With the first time we played. Do you want to describe it, or should I describe it?
Well, I can squirt in multiple ways, and people can all squirt in different ways. So I can squirt in most ways, but I have a fun party trick that comes out like once I'm already really, really horny and built up. If you slap my pussy, the floodgates come. Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I squirt one way, and that's by hardcore finger banging.
Yeah.
And that's it. So if you're really turned on and you're just like hitting your clit.
It's like the end, like just.
It's a pat. It's like a pat on the head. I remember the first time it happened, and you're like, slap it, slap it, slap it. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then you had to explain it, because she's right mid-orgasm, and she's like, slap it, and I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah.
So then I started slapping it, and it started getting everywhere, and it was wild. It was like this rhythm on her clit. Okay.
Yeah.
So then the next time we played,
Yeah.
it started, I was like looking forward to it and it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening because we're all different people at different times. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then finally it was a group play thing. Someone else started coming. And then I think you were like, all right, here it comes.
Yeah.
And you told me again, I was waiting for it this time, Layla. So instead of using my hand this time though, I used my dick.
Oh yeah. And it worked.
It worked. And
Yeah.
I felt way more satisfaction
Wait,
using
you
my
slapped
dick.
your dick
Yeah.
on her vagina.
Instead of my
On my
hand, I
clit.
used,
I'm so
Yeah.
jealous.
I grabbed it and slapped it. And it was,
I haven't met anybody else
So
that
hot.
does that. It was a random happenstance. Like, okay, this guy got me to squirt and I was like, okay, cool. That was interesting. Didn't really notice. Then I was like self-pleasuring. And I remember this is like years ago in Utah. I was looking at a laptop and then I squirted. I wasn't trying. It just happened. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And I was like, I felt so powerful. Like I felt like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like I just like squirted onto the laptop and it felt cool. And then that's kind of what happened with the slapping. I think I was just really horny and already squirting. And then I just had this really big desire to like have that slapping sensation on my pussy. Like I like being slapped on my ass. I like being, that's the main one. And I just wanted to. So I just like did it and it like made me squirt harder. And I was like, whoa, this is like different and interesting. And I've never seen it in a porn. I've never seen anybody do it.
Wait, that is so hot. Okay, the next party we go to, can you like show me?
Yeah, of
I want to
course.
see it.
if
Of
we're all
course.
there together, if you're down,
yes.
I'll hop in.
We have
and we'll-
Halloween parties. We have all sorts of
yeah,
stuff that
the Halloween
we'll
party.
be at together. So, okay, so like I said, the only way I know how to squirt is through fingers. How do I squirt with a penis?
Oh yeah. So this is not my easiest way. I feel like I think their skin glands might be like lower, which is why the slapping, I'm just like guessing. And why like on the outside, where's the pocket pussy? I'll show
Do you want it right now?
I mean,
Yeah.
like
Okay, let's get
here's
it.
my, yeah.
Layla's,
should I wait?
Layla's grabbing it right
Okay.
now.
Because
she
there's
has to unwrap
multiple
it.
ways that I can squirt, and I would like maybe you could try these different
Cool.
ways.
Oh, Layla.
Yeah, or you could try it on different people. Oh wow. Oh,
grab the-
oh yeah.
The case. Yeah, the
What?
tube.
Oh, the case. Wait, can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it.
Oh wow, it's like jelly.
So this is what you haven't played with one before?
I mean, I've seen it, and like I think
It's unused. Can I see that, Layla?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna put this together while y'all talk.
Oh, wait, I just like dissected.
Oh yeah, we got to put it in first before we.
I don't
It's
think I've
so
ever.
tight.
I've
For
never
everyone
even
who's never used one of these before, you put it in put the sleeve inside of the tube.
Oh.
So my wife and I have never played with a clear one before, and so then when my penis is in there, she can't see it. But here, she'd actually be able to like see
yeah,
it.
that'd
Like,
be
have you ever
cool.
wondered what your husband's dick looks like inside of your pussy?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. So you should be able to get in, and I can at least see your fingers in there. I might have to take it out. Okay, whatever. We're gonna play with this. Here
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
We'll zoom in.
Okay, from my experience,
Mm-hmm.
there's multiple ways to squirt. Your skin glands are next to your G-spot type pussy in here. So putting your fingers up, here is your G-spot, like going
So
up.
G-spot's here.
Yeah, going up and hitting it, or also, see, I like the slapping, and I think it hits, my clit, and I believe that when I'm really, really horny, those glands really expand, and so it's able to, like, hit them, and then, like, even side to side,
Side to side.
up and down.
Okay, hold on. Slow
Side to
down.
side.
So up, so first of all,
So up.
upwards, it's not like a scraping or pulling back motion. It's like a button press.
Yeah, like towards the
motion.
belly. Tell us the
Towards-
belly button.
Towards the belly button.
That's the best tip. Towards the belly button.
That's what I've had to learn too. It's not like a.
It's not a
if-
come hither. It's a pushing
Towards
a
the
button.
belly button.
But if I'm giving oral, I'll usually do like the come hither.
Yeah, and that
So
feels
it's
good.
different versus when I'm trying to like get a squirt. Sometimes
both.
I'll go, can I use this?
Yeah.
This thing's getting passed around today, everyone. All right. Sometimes my fingers will get tired.
Yeah.
So then I'll lift my hand up like that and start like pulling upwards.
Yeah, like that. I've
instead.
seen a lot of guys do that.
Yeah.
So a tip for people who get tired quickly is not to use your like wrist.
Yeah.
To use your whole
Use your whole
Arm.
arm, which
Your
is
whole
why,
arm.
but I'm yanking. Yanking's a bad word. All right. So I'm
Yeah.
like, pulling up and pressing against the button.
Yeah.
And wrap. And then I realized I have to keep the pressure consistent. Like once I start finding something that works, it's not the time to remix
and which
it.
can be hard. It's like practicing it and just keep going as long as you can. But just, starting a little slower and then building up to that faster pace is good. I've had a guy that I've hooked up with several times, and then he just like went in and like just finger banged a little hard. I don't know. I'd love to hear what you think, but I like a little bit of a warm up besides just jumping in there and like going hard, because you're like, it's 100%. A little jarring.
There's a mutual friend that we all have that at a party, he came up to me and he just started doing it so aggressively that and he didn't ask. I hate that at parties when guys try to make me squirt, but they don't ask. Like, if they're like, oh, can we play? Sure. And they're fingering me, they're doing whatever, and then they know how to make me squirt, and then they do it, and then I'm like, well, now I've soaked the floor. This is a slipping hazard. Now I have to go find a towel. That pisses me off.
Okay, I think that's valid. It's good to bring up.
Yeah. Has anyone ever tried to make you squirt, like at a party or somewhere?
I would say most of the time. But
yeah. Okay. So all right. This is really important. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about just the general hype around it. It seems like every guy wants to know how to do it, and when they can't do it, or if another guy can do it and they can't do that to their partner, they might feel insecure about it, which I know I went through personally. And then it's often, for me, and I could be wrong about this, but it sometimes feels like the guys want to do it more than the girls often want it to be done in that moment. And it feels like they just want to get it done for them versus for the woman.
I agree. Oh my God, I got her to squirt. Or it should be for the woman, for her pleasure.
Yeah, anyone who's
not
like,
just
I have
like some like, oh, I got her,
Yeah, anyone who's like, I have 100% hit rate on squirting. It's like, that's about you, bro.
Right.
That's about you. But there seems to be a hype where people want to know how to squirt. And what do you make of that?
Well, this may be a little controversial, but it's not technically, it's like a type of orgasm-ish, but unless you're pulsating, it's not technically an orgasm. It's like, for me, it's more of a release. And I do love it, but I also desire to have orgasms. And this is where we get a little like gray area. It could be an orgasm. It could be happening at the same time. You could be pulsating as you're squirting. And I enjoy the release. It's like a feeling of different. I feel like almost like a guy releasing or coming. So I enjoy it, but it's not always technically an orgasm.
Well, I find that I can orgasm so much easier if I squirt first.
Ooh, yeah.
Because like you said, you have to relax into it. And when my body is more relaxed after squirting, I can come way easier.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then I'm like in my body, and I feel like maybe there was like some stress that just let go.
Totally.
And I'm more turned on already because you're turned on. Your glands are swollen. So
it's like lube too.
Yeah,
so then you're all
lube,
wet
you're
and
wet.
slippery, and it's so hot.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So I enjoy it, and some women don't. Some women don't like the mess. Some women have shame around it. Some women don't even like it. They're like, oh, I don't really feel anything. So everybody's different.
So what are you going to try differently? Like if you went home after this and you masturbated and you were going to try to make yourself squirt, is there something you would take from this to do different?
I never even considered trying to make myself squirt. It's never crossed my mind.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's up to... Okay.
No, because that sounds great. You know what it is? It's because like when my husband makes me squirt, he's doing it pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, can I hook myself? And like, I don't know. I'm doing it literally right after this.
You don't have to do it like your husband does it.
Right.
You can do it differently. So the other one was the side to side. Like, here's my clip. Side to side. Like when you're already horny. Like I would say go home or wherever you want to go. Get really sexually embodied, turned on. Like have some foreplay with yourself. Get super warmed up where you're just like, oh my God. Like, oh, I feel so turned on. And like play with that like squishy spot.
Okay,
Like go back and forth. That's how I get it. Or on top, like play around with it. Just explore and have no expectation.
So I want to ask, because like this is, I legit feel like I could learn so much from you. I'm not good at turning myself on. Ooh. I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
So like I told Brian, like I maybe masturbate maybe once a month. And so it's like, how do you get yourself kind of warmed up or turn yourself on before masturbating? Like, is it like a nice bath, or is it like watching porn or reading a book? Like, how do you get yourself in the mood?
Yeah, I would actually say having a list, like a toolbox, like have a list of all the things that turn you on and go with what one you want to do at that point and explore, have fun. A tip for you in the audience is to explore your erotic blueprint. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's like the love language, but for sex. If you guys want to go look it up online, take the quiz, it will literally give you a toolkit of what turns you on.
Ooh.
And so I'm a shapeshifter and kinky are my main two, but the shapeshifter means I'm all of them.
Okay.
So I like all of the things. I like being energetic. I like being kinky. I like being sexual. I'm the harder to please partner as well. I'm also, not me personally, but shapeshifters are often people who tend to cheat because they are not satisfied with one way. It's like they want all of it all the time. And that's me. So I get bored. So
yeah,
like,
you want variety.
I do. And so for you, looking that up and then making like a list. Make a list of all your turn-ons and then like having fun with it and having a safe space. I don't know, what turns you on?
What does turn me on? No, that's funny because my therapist also asked me that, and I was like, I don't know, porn or something.
I have an
Sure,
answer.
what type of porn?
Exactly. What
Yeah.
type of porn, Layla?
What type of porn?
We were just talking about
We
this.
just talked about
the
this.
The only porn that
I have one that I would guess.
Oh, you'll guess.
No,
I
I
want
think
to
you
hear
might
your
be.
guess.
I think you might be sexual. I think you might be turned on with the act of sex, the doing of sex.
I
No.
like
Okay.
gangbangs.
Okay, great. That's a sexual erotic blueprint.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
is it on there?
Well, that's part of it. What else? Like visual? Is it just talking about sex? Like, do you get horny just talking about it? Do you get horny with just?
Okay. What gets me the most turned on is watching or hearing about my husband fucking somebody else.
Sounds like you might be sexual.
Yeah.
So the act of sex, the doing of sex.
Yes.
So watching porn, listening to audio porn, talking about it,
I've
sexting,
never listened to audio porn.
looking at visuals. Oh, really?
Are you getting turned on right now?
Well, I'm just like, how have I
mean,
never?
I am.
Like she.
Because she gets turned on. She gets turned on during the show. I think she loves
Yeah.
hearing stories about.
I do.
Sexual
I
acts.
like
You
the
really do.
stories. I like the fantasies. I like to envision what.
Yeah.
Like I put myself there. Like
Yeah.
I like all of.
I would
that.
guess that you're sexual, and yeah, exploring that, having fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those sounds. Yeah, do those things.
Okay.
Talk
Yeah.
about it.
Okay.
Text, pictures,
Yeah.
audio. I have
Yes.
some podcasts you could listen to.
Please send me everything.
Yeah, they're really
Send me
sexy.
all the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
I've had
Cool.
a couple experiences that you and I talked about. There's something about shame and guilt around orgasms and squirting that people have to get past. Because something I've noticed with, I've had these threesomes with my wife where my wife squirts, but when the threesome starts happening, she's more hesitant in front of the other woman, and the other woman might be hesitant too. And then as soon as one of them lets go, they both let go, and then all of a sudden, it's almost like Moses let the Red Sea go, and like no one can sleep
Yeah.
anywhere, right?
Yeah.
But someone had to kind of take the first step or stab at it. And then it gave the other person almost permission to go release and be their fullest self. And you've mentioned that for a lot of women, there's a mental part of this of letting go and being authentic. Can you talk to that a bit?
Yes. So this is what I teach. I'm a sex and intimacy coach, and one of my signature courses is really helping women break out of shame, own their confidence, and have better sex and deeper orgasms and better intimacy. And it's because I really struggled with shame. I struggled with being my true self. I struggled with orgasm, and it was because of all the society, religion, all the things in my mind, not able to let go and reprogramming myself and getting into my body. Where when we have so much going on in our mind and we have all these shame, judgment, and we're thinking about it, it's like a block to your intimacy and deeper pleasure and connection. It's a block. So as I've learned over like the last decade of growth, each year I go deeper. Like I take my own program. Like, not gonna lie, I'm kind of going through this like weird shift in challenge right now, and I'm gonna retake my course with the next group of women.
I love
like,
that.
I take my own course, and I'm like, I'm kind of I need it, and I go through like getting rid of blocks, going through shame, like what is the insecurities popping up that maybe it's in the back of our mind, and so as we peel off those layers, you'll just feel more relaxed and free and safe to be yourself and to let go.
Yeah. Now, how much of your first question was, is it pee? Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And there might be some shame about it being pee, like whether it is or isn't. Sometimes it probably is. Sometimes it isn't. I've seen studies where it says it is and it isn't.
Yeah.
Even if it is pee, like
Trace
what does it
amounts.
what does it matter? Why even in
Exactly.
that is it a guilt? Is it because like peeing in the bed was a bad thing
gross.
with our parents and it's gross, and so now as an adult?
And pee is
And
sterile
shame
anyway.
and gross
Pee's
and
sterile.
stinky.
Yeah, you get stung by jellyfish.
Oh,
They
I
say go
pee.
pee on your friend, right?
Right.
Well, yeah, think of you as a kid. Oh my God, he peed his pants. Like, oh my God, he peed.
Yeah.
And lots of shame attached to that. And yes, letting go of that. Okay, what if it is pee? What if you do pee? Why don't you lay out the mat, allow yourself to let go? But the best thing to do is to, lay down towels, lay down one of those special mats, and be like, okay, if it is pee, who cares? But you'll notice you usually have to pee afterwards or pee before.
Yeah, because even if it's coming out, it's not the whole thing.
And it's just not the same feeling. Like,
it's not.
No.
I'm sorry, you don't have a vagina. Like,
I wish I could
when
squirt.
you sit,
Oh.
you have to sometimes you guys know, you have to think of peeing. Like, you have to turn your brain on and think of peeing, which is why when you're sometimes high as a kite, it's hard to pee. Because you have to tell your body to pee, to let it out. And it's a different feeling.
I believe you. Even if it was pee, I wouldn't care. Like, I
Yeah.
want you to have fun.
Yeah.
And have a blast.
Yeah.
And so if that means a little pee comes out, I don't care. I personally love it when I make people squirt with
Yeah,
just
it's
my
fun.
dick.
And I like
get like
doing
a
it with
higher.
fingers.
You like fingers.
Well, I mean, I don't have a dick. Sorry, guys.
But if you have you ever made someone squirt using a strap on?
I have a strapless strap on.
Oh, those are
Those
hot.
are
Those are the ones that
fun.
go inside of you. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
And so those are always really fun and orgasms happen, but I haven't ever super tried them. I don't even know if maybe I have achieved that, but I need to explore that. That's on my sex bucket list, is getting a strap on. Like, I actually haven't really used a strap on.
Interesting.
I usually do.
You seem like you would be more dominant with women too.
I tend to be. I'm a switch.
You're a switch.
Yeah. Okay, this is just a funny random thing from somebody's recent party, our mutual friend. And I went with this intention of oh my God, I want to get fucked, by dick, no women. I just want dick. And I went in there and I was I don't know, not really feeling it. And it just didn't really happen. And I was kind of frustrated. And then I ended up hooking up with a woman. Oh wait, should I share this really funny thing?
Yes.
Okay, so I hooked up with this woman that I've hooked up with before. One time was at Sanctum, and we just have this really good natural vibe, and she had a dragon cock.
What?
Wait. What? What do you mean by that? It was in the
That's
shape.
one of
It
those-
came out like this.
It's one of those monster cocks or whatever, those weird cocks. And it had rivets and a lot of things, and then it had little claws at the bottom. And
Wait, why do I fucking kind of
it's
love that?
purple and black, and I was scared of it at first because it has rivets and bumps and if you feel it, and I was a little afraid, but I was I kind of wanted to try it. Got it. I was lubed up, and I was she turns me on. So we did it, and I gave it a little bit of a shot. It was a little too intense for me because I could feel all the rivets. And I'm wow, I'm really in tune with my pussy right now. Okay. So we put a condom on it, and then it was good. But it was really
Interesting.
intense for me.
Oh, so the condom took the edge off a little bit.
Yeah, it made it not as I could feel the rivets. I could feel the things.
So she was wearing a strap on, and it
Yeah.
was a dragon coming out of her.
A dragon cock.
I didn't know that was a thing. We're gonna find this and put this in the show notes. That is wild.
That's kind of fucking hot.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a dildo that was oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah, and I've never tried it. I never really was. attracted to it either.
I want a tentacle one.
Yeah, I've heard those are cool.
Okay, yeah. Like, I think that would be hot. Because, like,
Yeah.
I used to watch, like, hentai porn and, like, stuff like that. Like, I think that sounds really fun. Like, it's because obviously, like, the lifestyle we live is taboo, right? So the thought of, you know, hooking up with somebody with me and my husband, like, that fantasy has already happened a billion times. So it's not taboo anymore. But when you add the taboo of, like, a tentacle dildo.
Yeah. Or a dragon cock. I love that it was a dragon cock, not just like a monster cock. It was a dragon cock.
Specific.
Like, that sounds sexy. And it was purple and black, my favorite colors.
This is crazy. Okay, so then when you buy your first, so wait, you already have one, but when you buy your first like strap-on dildo, what are you gonna get? Are you gonna go full dragon and be like the dragon queen? What are you gonna do?
No,
I know, I came up with that.
It was really intense. I would just get like a purple dildo. I actually already have one, so I'd use my purple dildo.
Okay.
I like purple.
Okay, and now I'm curious. So all right, so I'm just trying to paint the picture. You're at your first party with a girl. You're using your purple dildo, and she starts squirting.
Yeah.
What emotion do you think will come out of you then?
No, I just love it. I would feel powerful, and I love watching women release and let go. I do love helping women orgasm.
Oh my God. What are you doing after this?
I
know we've never played together, have we?
I know we haven't.
I
You have
know.
such great boobs.
Oh, thank you. Wait, with our bodies combined, can you imagine the
know,
fun?
yeah.
I know, Brian. You guys can all go.
I can leave
all
now.
fun.
We're just gonna go home.
But no, you mentioned like how would she feel, right? I know that you were talking about in the beginning how you felt insecure that your wife has squirted from other people before you. Why were you insecure about that?
You know what? I'll paint the full picture of that.
Yeah.
So that he was one of those guys where his wife said something like he's got 100% hit rate. He does it all the time. And it turns out later, we found out this guy was very controlling. He wanted women to love him. And so I think it was how he was doing it and presenting it that felt weird. So I don't know how much of my insecurity was the situation versus how he was doing it and the energy he brought to it. And that's why I said it didn't feel like he was doing it for her.
Yeah.
Felt like he was
his
doing
own
it
ego.
to maintain his 100% hit rate.
Yeah.
And now I'm grateful for him because he coached her through it and we discovered something which we later use. But even today, I rarely do it with my fingers with her. I always try to do it. I have been for the last year trying to figure out how to do it consistently with my dick.
Well, what position?
It's a little harder.
It's harder.
Yeah, it is.
There's some reasons.
I have to play around with, a lot with the depth that I'm at, the angle that I'm at. I almost have to lever my dick up. So I almost have to, because the pressure point is up here. So I have to kind of get my hips lower to point my dick upwards to hit that spot. So the positions I can do it in the most consistently are missionary. Missionary, if you were cowgirl, but like squatting.
Okay.
Right? I don't think we can demo this and put this on video, can we?
No.
Layla? Okay.
No.
I don't think
If
so.
you're squatting on me and I hold you up and thrust into that same spot, I can hit it
Doing the squat. Yeah.
consistently. And then prone, when you have one leg up, I can get down into that angle really easily. And then there's some positions where it rarely happens with doggy style and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I think it opens, you're a little too opened up and it's not hitting the right spot in doggy style.
I think it's that, because there are some positions that really open up your canal more, right?
Yeah.
So I've been experimenting with that. I've been trying it, but that's just with my wife. I would love if only I had like a co-host or something that would let me try with her. For her though, not for me.
I don't know.
Not for me.
Are there any co-hosts around here?
Not for
where is
me.
she?
Oh, there she went. No, do you want to try tomorrow?
I'll try with you, because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing such that I could tell other guys this is what's working for my partner.
Right.
That I have to, it's hard for me to explain.
the
Like
angles.
I'm trying to angle my hip, but tell me what I'm doing so that I can describe it to Cody. And then he tries it. It's like, all right, we might be onto a repeatable thing.
Also, it's up to the woman too, of her being able to release, be fully aroused. Those glands are fully aroused and relax, let go. That's a big tip, is like ladies have to relax, let go, like push it out a little bit. Yeah, do a little bit of like release and push it out.
So we have to wrap up here. We have a couple of minutes. Is there anything, like if you could give one major tip to our listeners about squirting, what would you give them?
Go pee first. Then also be okay if you pee. That just release that. Like lay down, try and do it on your own or with your partner. If you lay it down, make it so it is okay if you pee, and then just put that out of the way. Okay? Feel that feeling when you're getting to that point and be like, it's okay if I pee. Push out. You're most likely gonna squirt, not pee. And who the fuck cares if you pee? But DM me. I don't think. Let me know if anyone actually pees. I've never heard of.
Yeah, no.
anyone
Let
actually
us know. Let us know.
And
Yeah,
have
let me know.
towels. Have towels ready.
Yeah, towels
Yeah.
or blankets or
just use
those
it as lube.
Yeah.
Exactly. Set
Yeah.
yourself up to win. All right,
Yeah.
Tia, you're always great. Thank you for being on. Oh, before you leave, how should they find you?
Yes, find me on Instagram. I'm very active. Sexy Biz Babe Podcast or Sexy Biz Babe, where I can chat. DM me. I'd love to do a free session. I do like 20-minute pleasure sessions. And yeah, I have that course. If you guys are interested, I'm going to be doing it with you. So it's a journey of really just taking that next level intimacy and orgasms and confidence and just being in that feminine energy. Like that's a benefit of this course, is connecting to your authenticity and feminine energy. And it will help you feel more confident to being yourself and having better sex and multiple orgasms. I have great testimonials for it.
Okay.
That's so cool. I wanna
Are
do
the
course.
testimonials
Yeah,
like I
okay.
come 50% more?
Yeah.
Because of Tia.
No, one of my testimonials on YouTube is like, it opened the floodgates and I had gushing orgasms. I'm not joking.
Okay, so here's okay. Like before you go, just real quick.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming up.
Yes.
How would you feel if someone bought this course for you as a gift? Like if the male bought this for their partner,
If my
I think
husband
also-
bought me that course for Christmas, thrilled.
Yeah.
you'd be thrilled.
I mean,
Thrilled.
I would love like a tantra course or something, where I'm going deeper. Of course, if someone bought my course for me, I guess I'm too literal. But yeah, to grow sexually, but it all depends on the women, because like we're both like exploring and wanting that. You got to make sure the woman's like open to that, wanting that, desiring that.
Yeah, he can't be like, hey, I have a course I can fix your problem.
Yeah, that would feel terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, no, like they want more confidence. They want that. They're open to it. And maybe you've talked about it in different ways.
I love it. I love it. We'll put it in the show notes so people can find it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Layla, we'll practice tomorrow.
Can't wait.
We'll let you know what happens.
Yes, please tell me.
Love it. Thank you, everyone, for hopping on another episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe or follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And until we see you next time, try something or try someone new.